Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. 28 years ago, on this day, May the 13th, 1998, I checked into a detox in Louisville, Kentucky. Addicted to alcohol, addicted to drugs. My life was in shambles. And I asked for help. And I haven't had a drink or drug ever since. That's not what this vlog is about. But I'd be remiss, I'd be negligent if I didn't celebrate that in some kind of way. It's my greatest achievement, ladies and gentlemen. All the promises they talk about in recovery, certainly the new freedom, the new happiness, I enjoy that today. I just want to give somebody some hope. That's the reason I started my channel, to bring a little light into places where only darkness used to be. Y'all saw the guy up in the mountains yesterday, or actually the day before. I'm way up in the mountains, high above St. Carlos City. I didn't even know if people even lived up there. I asked Marilyn on the way up. I said, Marilyn, do people even live up here? She said, yeah, people live up here. But I had no idea that they would know who I was. And I heard somebody hollering, Sunshine Shoulders. There was a guy had a baby, man. I gave him 500 pesos. You know, and that's what it's really all about when you live in a place like the Philippines. You know, you help as many people as you possibly can, when you can. I don't have enough money to help everybody that I want to help. But today I'm going to give away 5,000 pesos worth of free gasoline in celebration of my 28 years of continuous sobriety, man. You know, people who don't get high, who don't drink, who never had an addiction, they don't understand this accomplishment. They go, oh, it's nothing, Cal. Yeah, when somebody has you in its grip, when something has you in its grip like that, and you're able to break free, it's a big deal. Shout out to Jeffrey Tatter. You know, he saw me give the guy the 500 pesos up there. He said it touched him. He wanted to help in some kind of way. And I said, okay, let's do this. Let's help 25 people today. I'm going to give them 200 pesos each. Free gasoline. It's a lot over here. But maybe this message can reach somebody today who's struggling. You know, when I came to the Philippines in 2009, I was already sober. I was on my way to 11 years of sobriety when I first came over here. But man, the Matrix just has a way of getting the best of you. It runs over you, man. You know, I was burned out. I like to say the Philippines loved me back to life, which is what they did. And I can never pay them back for that. You know, when I started my channel back in during the lockdowns, because I don't even call it COVID because I don't want to start an argument, you fools out there. But the lockdowns were real. I see a little guy, 4 years old he was, going door to door asking for food. And I'm sitting there. I'm all, you know, self-pity, woe is me, but I'm getting like $1,900 a month. And I started my channel on Facebook. I said, every week I'm going to sacrifice 1,000 pesos of my savings to help Filipinos who are affected by the lockdowns. My goal was only to help 100 families. Okay, I never saw this coming. Okay, the Sunshine Shoulders you see today with the following and all that stuff, that wasn't even a dream. But I don't know how many families we've helped. I don't know how much money, really. I stopped counting at 2 million pesos. All you got to do is go on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page. You add it up if you want to, if you don't believe it, because people don't believe it. I've probably given away 500,000 behind the camera. And I don't say that to brag or to boast. I'm just saying that this new freedom and this new happiness I enjoy today, man, you can't put a price on it. So I want to share it with people. I can't live my best life over here. Meanwhile, people are struggling. You know, I was watching a documentary the other day on how the sanctions are affecting Iran. And it really broke my heart, man. You know, we live in a fucked up world, guys. I'm telling you now, human beings were our worst enemies. Knowing that whatever reason you put those sanctions on those people, it's going to be the everyday man and woman and children who are going to suffer, not the regime. You know, gas over there is 1 cent per liter. That would be 4 cents a gallon. And the hardships that those people go through because they have a different ideology than America. And then we'll flip it and we'll make a reason for doing that to human beings, to other human beings. Like we deserve to live better than anybody else just because they don't want what we have. That they want to be a sovereign country. Same over in Venezuela, same over in Cuba and all these other places. Guys, this isn't political, man. You know, I'm talking about humanity. And so when I'm over in a place like the Philippines, you say, man, in 2026, people shouldn't have to live like this. This isn't a shot at the government or anything like that. It's just that even though I grew up, you know, poor by American standards, you know, my mother had to go on welfare and all that stuff, you know, to raise us on food stamps and AFDC and remember the medical card that you used to get in the mail and all that, but it's nothing like what I see over here, man. It affects me. It keeps me up at night. You know, I need to take a break every now and then. We're going to Manila for about a week. You know, you say you can't get away from it. Yeah, it's not right up in my face like it is here. It affects me. I don't know about anybody else. I'm not one of those people, man. I can't file it away back here and just keep on going. You know, I'm probably going to go broke over here. It's not going to end well with the way I'm thinking. If I stay here, more than likely, I'm going to give away everything I've got, trying to help people, you know. But thank y'all so much for stopping by. Thank y'all so much for listening, man. It's coming up on 6 years. In July, it'll be 6 years, Sunshine Shoulders. And, you know, I couldn't have did it without y'all, man. This is y'all's channel. Let's be honest, man. You know, all you YouTubers out there who got the big head now and think you're celebrities and all that, man, people can turn you off just like they turned you on. That's what keeps me humble. All I got to do is think back to May the 13th, 1998, and that's all it takes to humble me. If ever I get to thinking I'm all this or all that, no. Find in your heart to help somebody. Now the day goes by, I don't help somebody. We're going to help somebody today. I told you, we're going to give away that 5,000 pesos worth of free gasoline. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. I'm going to be honest with you, man. This is another video. The original video, I'm going to post it on my Patreon. It was just too hard-hitting. Okay, I had to remake it. I said, no, I don't want to put that message out there. But I struggle sometimes, man. I struggle with the world today. I care too much. A lot of this stuff, man, I can't help, man. You know, it's beyond my control and everything else, but I'm human, man. I was raised by a mother who taught us compassion. Empathy. Yeah, sympathy. And man, I've got it in bunches, guys. And when you around, you know, well-meaning people, I mean, just hard-working people, and you see their struggles, man, it just affects me, man. I wish I was normal, but I'm not, guys.